Hello there, friendos. It's your friendo, Mega Snoop, bringing you another Toontastico video. I don't know where I'm going with that. It sounds like it's trying to be racist and it's not. I don't know. What do you guys think of my new beanie? You like it? It's a lot more compact than the old one. Like, this old one is like, it's fat and it's warm and it makes my head sweat, and it's got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on it, and that's just something you don't, no. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's like a 3-year-old game. It's terrible. This one is a Discord beanie, and you can't even tell unless I turn my head this way, which would be very counterintuitive because my mic and my freaking monitor are over here. So it's like, guys, look at my Discord, and I'm looking over here at nothing. This is a blank TV I have over here. The pen. My water bottle. Also, this would probably look better if I didn't have like all my hair like sticking out all over the place like this. Like, I honestly need a haircut. And if my dad were here, he'd probably tell me, oh, you need a little more than just one of them cut there, son. Oh. I love my dad. I do. But he's a little weird. He'd also tell me to make my bed. But I'm not gonna do that. Honestly though, welcome. Thanks for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Today I wanted to talk about the Toontown skill gap because apparently this is something that isn't talked about a lot, so I'm gonna talk about it, alright? Alright. And when I say Toontown skill gap, I mean... There's a skill gap? What? Okay, listen. If you've ever played Toontown, you understand that the skill gap is probably about as steep as your driveway, which means it is very, very easy to climb. Like, freaking, there's some games out there that have, like, the skill gap of Mount Everest. You got a lot of people who are at the bottom, and then, you know, a good amount of people that can get halfway up, and then just a small fraction of people who can get to the very tippy top up there, where the grandest of players play. That's not Toontown. Toontown is like, I'm not good at the game, I play it for an hour, wow, I know everything there is to know about the game. Welcome to Toontown. Also, anyone who's played Toontown knows that Toontown's quite an addicting game. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe it's the leveling system, maybe it's like maxing your gags or earning stuff, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's so easy to earn stuff, like you can go up multiple laugh points and gags in a day, and then you really like the feeling of earning something new, so you keep playing it. See, for me, all my gags keep missing, so I have this deep emotional feeling of depression. But generally, what makes games addicting is your ability to learn it and master it and get better at it. Games that have sucked me in the past are things like Call of Duty and Overwatch and chess. And there's a wide variety. It's these games that there is this wide skill range between the people who play it. Thinking about it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking if I wanted to use my TV at all.
Well, you can use your TV speakers.
No, they're trash compared to this.
On that TV?
You could use your phone speaker.
But it's shitty.
Like, that's what I'm saying! That kid, am I right? Anyway, what was I talking about? Skill gaps. I don't know if any of you guys have ever gone to high school math. I don't know if half of you are in high school, and if you are, do you even go to class? Haha. I need jelly beans. I'm a poor sap. There's something called a bell graph. The bell graph. You have a little bit of people down here. Most of the data falls in the middle, and then you have a little people up here. And that's just how most successful video game franchises run. You have a few people who are really, really bad at it, a lot of people who are right in the middle who are pretty decent at it. I hate this game so much. Oh my word. Why can't we have the choice to skip trolley games? TTR, get on it. Oh wait, that's right, TTR doesn't get on anything. So there's a little amount of people who are really, really, really trash at the game. Most of the people have a good hand in the game, and they tend to be decent to pretty good. And then there's a little amount of people who are just absolutely amazing. And I think that's what runs a really successful game, because a lot of people who are in the middle are trying to get higher, and they might end up going lower. And as the best people get better too, it shifts the graph and causes people to try harder and try to get better at the game. And there's a lot of games that are like that. A lot of them are competitive games. I mean, even sports are like that. You think 100 years ago the people who were playing basketball were as good as the people who are playing basketball now? Of course not. Better people came along. We got Michael Jordan, who pushed the boundary, saying this is the best you could be. And then here comes LeBron James and Steph Curry saying, you know, we might even be better. And games that have this huge skill gap are more fun to play in the long run, Toontown, I kind of feel like is a casual game where you're like, yeah, I can get on and I can enjoy hanging out with friends. It's like a chat room that moves, that you can also level up in by clicking multiple times. My headset's shutting up. Headset, what are you doing? What? When everything goes wrong in a video. Haha. The things that are probably the most skill gap-ish-y, is that a word? What? The things in Toontown that require the highest skill gap are probably trolley games and golf, and even that isn't too bad because with trolley games, they're all really easy. Like, look, this isn't even hard. Like, I'm just spinning in circles. I have to like aim a little bit. Okay, well he got one. I don't care. That doesn't mean I lose, it just means I didn't get a perfect. Don't judge me, guys. Aim has to be slightly on to hit these guys as they're moving. That's a little bit of a skill gap. Not everybody would be good at that. It's enough practice, you can get better. It's not a big skill gap, but it's there. Golf, because you have to know the angle and the percentages. Again, not a big skill gap, but there's one there. Racing, because... no, I'm sorry. Racing just sucks. Oh my gosh. And then... no, that's pretty much it. I mean, you could argue there's parts of, like, the bosses that require a little bit of a skill gap, like learning to stun the VP or just surviving in the CEO. But again, the skill gap isn't all that great. Like, here's the thing. You see a lot of people who struggle with the CEO their first time. And I think it might have been Frizzy who said this, the good old Frizzy Dog and Pop, who was talking about how the first time he went into a CEO, it was really difficult for him. He didn't know anything, and he was trying to learn it. But after about 3 CEOs, he got the hang of it, and it was just easy from then on out. And that's really how many it takes. Like, CEOs are super easy. They're not hard at all. Like, who are you trying to kid? Then again, maybe this is just coming from the guy who's done over 100 CEOs now. Like, I've literally done over 100. Some of y'all might be like, wow, that's a big waste of time. Nice one. And other people have probably like, well, only 100? Please, I've done it 1,000 times. And yeah, you don't need to brag about how much time you spend on a video game. Trust me. It's not worth bragging about. But yeah, Toontown doesn't follow this little like bell graph where there's some few amount of people who are really bad at it and some few amount of people who are really good at it. It's like there's a lot of people who are really bad at it, and then like there's a slight incline to the amount of people who are really good at it. And it's really sad because there's nothing to master. It's like at this point I've literally know everything about the game, the ins, the outs. I can just like, it's just knowing what gag to click. Like that's what it comes down to. Bro, even fishing isn't even that hard. It's like, oh, I'm so bad at fishing. Oh wait, I cast the reel 3 times, now I'm good at fishing. So if you're watching this video, Toontown is probably one of your favorite games, and that's great to hear. But in the comment section below, I'd love to hear a few of your other favorite games. I don't want to see like what that probably consists of, if they're ones with skill gaps or ones that you just kind of play casually. Just kind of get an idea of what you guys are into. For me, I definitely love skill gap games. I love trying to get better, and I love trying to push myself to be one of the best people at that game. I've never been one of the best people at that game. Heck, am I one of the best people at Toontown? Because literally everyone is one of the best people at Toontown. Haha! But it's always fun to push yourself to try, and I really think that's something that's really cool in a video game. But I also like Lego Star Wars, and that one's not too difficult. Oh well. Thank you guys for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay toony, I guess. Something I still say. Okay, bye.